Hello everyone, I hope everything is okay in your life. Today, Andres Badilla and my person, Rafael Figueroa, are going to introduce to you a little about phenomenon weather, such as noctilucent clouds, dust devil, and fire devil. Then, let's go. Noctilucent clouds, or night shining clouds, are tenuous cloud-like phenomena in the upper atmosphere of Earth. They consist of ice crystals and are only visible during astronomical twilight. Noctilucent roundly means night shining in Latin. They are most often observed during the summer months from latitudes between 50 and 70 degrees. They are visible only during local summer months and when the sun is below the observer's horizon, but while these very high, clouds are still in sunlight. Recent studies suggest that increased atmospheric methane emissions produce additional water vapor once the methane molecules reach the mesosphere, creating or reinforcing existing noctilucent clouds. Noctilucent clouds are first known to have been observed in 1885, 2 years after the 1883 eruption of Krakatoa. It remains unclear whether their appearance had anything to do with the volcanic eruption, or whether their discovery was due to more people observing the spectacular sunsets caused by the volcanic debris in the atmosphere. Noctilucent clouds are generally colorless or pale blue, although occasionally other colors including red and green occur. The characteristic blue color comes from absorption by ozone in the path of the sunlight illuminating the noctilucent clouds. They can appear as featureless bands, but frequently show distinctive patterns such as streaks, wave-like undulations, and rests. They are considered a beautiful natural phenomenon. Noctilucent clouds are composed of tiny crystals of water ice up to 100 nm in diameter and exist at a height of about 76 to 85 kilometers, higher than any other clouds in Earth's atmosphere. Clouds in the Earth's lower atmosphere form when water collects on particles, but mesospheric clouds may form directly from water vapor, in addition to forming on dust particles. When can noctilucent clouds be seen? For best results, look for these clouds from about May through August in the northern hemisphere, and from November through February in the southern hemisphere. Noctilucent clouds are primarily visible when the sun is just below the horizon, say from about 90 minutes to about 2 hours after sunset or before sunrise. This kind of phenomenon isn't dangerous, but there is a kind of cloud that can be dangerous. That is called cumulonimbus. Cumulonimbus can form alone in clusters or alone called from squiggly lines. These clouds are capable of producing lightning and other dangerous severe weather, such as tornadoes and hailstones.
The dust devil. This is a well-formed and short whirlwind. It can be from half a meter wide and a few meters tall, to more than 10 meters wide and more than 1,000 meters tall. The dust devil is usually harmless, but in some occasions it can be large enough to be a threat to the people or properties. It looks like a small tornado. They are formed when some hot air near the surface rises through cooler air, forming an updraft. Then it starts spinning. It picks up the dust from the ground. There is the explanation for the name, dust devil. It can last from 1 minute to 20 or even more. Certain conditions increase the likelihood of dust devil formation. An example is the flat terrain or desert. The flat conditions increases the likelihood of the hot air. Being a near constant, dusty or sandy conditions will cause particles to become caught up by the dust devil, making it easily visible. Another fact is that clear skies or lightly cloudy conditions, because the surface needs to absorb a significant amount of solar energy to heat the air near the surface and create ideal dust devil conditions. For that reason, if there is just a few clouds, the surface of the earth will be hotter, giving the ideal condition for a dust devil formation. Similar to the dust devil, but more dangerous than it, the fire devil. This is a whirlwind with fire in it. It usually happens in hot days where the heat is intense and if there is turbulent wind conditions. The fire devil, as the dust devil, can be from 10 to 50 meters tall, usually, but it can be from 1 kilometer tall or more in some cases, with wind speeds over 200 kilometers by hour, and persists for 20 minutes or even more. The fire devil is recognized in three types of whirls. The type 1 is unstable and centered over the burning area. The type 2 is stable or transient downwind the burning area, and the type 3 is steady or transient, moving in the burning area with wind. Another classification includes 5 different categories: whirls generated by the full distribution in wind, whirls about fuels and impulse or water, tilted fires of whirls, moving fire whirls, and whirls modified by vortex breakdown. The fire devil can be very dangerous. An extreme example of a fire whirl is the 1923 Great Kanto earthquake in Japan, which ignited a large city-sized firestorm and produced a gigantic fire whirl that killed 38,000 people in 15 minutes. Thank you for watching the documentary. We hope that you have learned something new about this natural phenomena.